Hello, my friend, and welcome to the study. It's a very quiet evening. It's dark outside, and outside spring is coming. So each cool night holds the promise of a warmer, longer day. And we recede inside in the comfort and the peace of our study, where today we're going to go over a little bit of Latin for your relaxation and so you can sleep. We're going to have our pen, the one with the screw cap, and the wood. We'll use a mechanical pencil. And we'll use our Rhodia notepad with that nice coated cover and smooth paper. Tonight we're going to just go over some of the uses of the dative in Latin. Now, the dative case is usually known as the case of advantage or disadvantage, or giving and taking. There are a number of verbs that use the dative. There are intransitive verbs that have prepositional prefixes on them, such as alfero. Compounds of the verb esse, such as prodirat, praerat. A dative of agent. Dative of purpose, such as a verb meaning to elect or choose or appoint. And with esse to indicate possession. In English we would say we use an indirect object or object of the preposition to or from. This indirect object in Latin must be a person. Otherwise, we use a preposition with the ablative case for a thing. There's also the predicative dative, which means there's a purpose. So again, with indicating use of something. So for example, we'll do that here. For example, hic liber mihi auxilio est. Ik, this, lieber, book, this book, mihi, the dative of me, to me. Auxilio, help, est, it is. This book is a help to me. Or, this book is helpful to me. So our predicative dative there. A dative with advantage and disadvantage can be used with parts of the body. For example, say Caesari ad pedes projecerunt. We have several things at play here. We have preposition pro, or rather a prepositional prefix, and jecere, to throw. So, Caesari in the dative, ad pedes, at Caesar's feet. They threw themselves at Caesar's feet. There's our dative with the body part. There's a long list of verbs that we can remember that take the dative. Let's write some of them. Confido, trust. I trust you. Diffido, lack confidence in. Credo, to trust or believe. Faveo, to favor. Studeo, to be keen on or devote oneself to. Placeo, to please. Displiceo, to displease. Pareo, to obey. Nubo, to marry. Consulo, to provide for. Servior, to serve. Medeor, to heal. Noceo, to harm. Impero, or praecipio, to order. Ignosco, to forgive. Irasco, to become angry with. Invideo, envy. Parco, spare. Indulgeo, to be lenient to. Appropinquo, to approach. Occuro, to meet or go to. Guro. To help. To go to help. Subvenio. And also obsto. To stand in the way of. Resisto. So T there. Resisto, to resist. Imeneo, to threaten. Supplico, to beg or pray for. And last, suadeo, to persuade. And there are a few more that we could add, such as praese or placet. Mihi placet, it pleases me. There are lots of ways that impersonal verbs take the dative. Placet, licet, it is allowed, or necesse est, it is necessary. For example, portet plus the accusative could be used to express the same thing. It behoves one, someone ought to, as in debeo, but with necesse est we have an impersonal verb. It is necessary. We use that with an infinitive and a dative for indirect object. Right, let's do a few sentences. There's a few times where the dative might be a bit difficult. Let's try. Magister. Iniquus. Librum mihi ademit. So there's our subject, the unjust master, iniquus or injustus, both in the nominative. The unjust master. Librum mihi ad emit. Ad emit. That's an interesting and telling prepositional prefix there. Ad emit, to take away from. So he took something away. Me, from me. What did he take? There's our librum in the accusative. A book. Could be the book. Could be my book. He took the book away from me. And that's our dative there. From me. Now to get a little bit use of the dative. Duo. Praetores. Crea. Buntur. Sometimes my writing gets away from my brain, especially late at night. Crea buntur qui leges administrant. And we're having a little bit of trouble with ink flow as well. But that's okay. Because we're just relaxing. Duo praetores. 2 praetors. Don't know if you heard that. That was Mr. Dog trying to get into the study. Or lying down next to the door. And here we have administrant and creabuntur. Here's a future. Creabuntur. And that's a third person plural, future, to be elected. And will be elected. So we have our main clause there, and something bumpy, which the pencil bumped. 2 praetors will be elected, and we have a relative, qui, referring to the praetors, who, and administrant leges, who will administer the laws, leges. But we also have a purpose, dative of purpose here, in order to administer the laws. So that's our dative of purpose. Now, how could we do that with other purpose clauses? We could use ut plus a subjunctive, getting rid of this relative pronoun qui. We can use predicative dative. We can use our cum clauses. All different ways for expressing purpose. Pilum de muro iactum centurioni scutum percussit. Here we have the spear or javelin. A javelin. De muro iactum. There's our participle. The from the wall thrown. De muro iactum. There's our participle. So how do we put that in good English? We'll say a javelin. We can use relative clause. That was thrown from the wall, or we can even leave out the relative pronoun. A javelin thrown from the wall. Percussit, struck. The centurion's shield. Now, what we have here is de muro iactum, our participle, and arascutum, the accusative, and centurioni. Iactum as a participle doesn't take an object as such, but we do have our dative, de muro, indicating to and from. Alright, one last one. This one is a bit tricky. Do a different one. Let's turn that, and we'll do it here. I've actually got two more for us. I'm shuffling paper. We'll do it here. Hoc nuntio alato. Think about that one for a while. In forum undique concursum est. So, our penultimate sentence. Here, we might call that an ablative absolute. With this news, hoc nuntio alato, having been brought, or the news having been brought. This could be ablative or dative. It looks very much like an ablative absolute, but we could use it as a dative when this news was brought. In forum, we've got a comma, so concurrum est. Here we have an impersonal verb. Concursum, so to gather, flock into. In forum undique, from every direction. Concursum est. So we can say that everyone or people flocked into the forum undique from every direction. And that's a word that we often see in battle situations. So, in essence, when the news was brought, or the news having been brought, the people flocked into the forum from every direction. So there's a little bit of some of the complexities of the dative case usage in Latin. And we'll do one last one here. Omnia verba nobis discenda sunt. Omnia verba, and here we have nobis. There's our dative, to us. And this is a dative plus a gerundive or a perfect or pluperfect passive. Sometimes. And here we have our gerundive, which it indicates a dative of agent. So all the words are to us, needing to be learned. We must learn all the words. I hope you're nice and relaxed and sleepy. Be good to yourself, my friend. Be kind to others.